So number one, as I indicated in the beginning, the matter was set inappropriately on the court's docket. It should have never been set on the court's docket without the prosecutor having the opportunity to review the evidence. I'm almost, okay, what word am I going to use? Okay, I don't know what Ms. Ritter means when she says that what's your witness's name?
Ms. Robinson.
That Ms. Robinson was irritated with how she want to proceed, but on every day that we live and breathe and court operates, it is the prosecutor's case.
So what happened here is that the probation officer, parole officer, was gassing up the complaining witness because she had, again, she's not in charge of the prosecution. That's the prosecutor's job. And she's complaining about the way that the case is proceeding, which means she's in constant contact with this guy, which is out of order completely.
And also, she's on probation. Probation means that the judges determine that they're going to give you a probationary period, which is a period of time. It could be a month, 3 months, a year, whatever, to determine to make sure that you are complying with what the judge asked of you before you get sentenced. It's an alternative to going to jail. Parole is after you've already served a sentence and they take whatever time is left, or they add time and they say, for this amount of time, you have to comply with what we asked you for in order to be in compliance with that.
And had this person been on parole, should have been violated already, because it's obvious that this one came and throwing dirt at her. She's throwing dirt in the game.
So she might not, the person who's trying to bring the charges might not even know the difference. She just might think, I'm going to get you in trouble.
It is the people's case. And what we won't do, what I won't do, is have anybody dictate to me how to run my courtroom, except the Supreme Court and the legislature. Court rules and case law. That's what run my courtroom. Court rules and case law. Okay, so, and that I'm a little, I don't know. Okay, perhaps there was some type of misunderstanding as to who Ms. Lurst is. Ms. Lurst is a probation officer who shouldn't even be talking to the complaining witness.
Those are words you do not want to hear come out the judge's mouth, because that does not look good for you when she's talking about the fact that no one dictates to her how the court is run, which is absolutely correct. No one's supposed to be dictating to her. She's the head of the courtroom. She is the final word in this courtroom.
Until it goes to the Supreme Court or the legislature. Like she said, unless the law is changed, in which case the law is being changed, and then you could say, the lawyer would say, well, you know, judge, according to statute, blah, blah, XYZ, da, 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 as of this date, this is what's being now enforced. She has to stay, and then she will have to adjust accordingly. Like she said, her courtroom, her rules.
Yep, only a higher court can overturn her case or her decisions. That's it.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear. Ms. Lurst is a probation officer who should be talking to the probationer. She is overseeing the probationer. She has no business. None. Let me make the record clear. She has no business communicating on this level with the complaining witness. Her responsibility and obligation is to the probationer. The only thing Ms. Lurst is supposed to do.
See, even with this, the judge is still saying maybe the victim was misinformed as to who she should speak to.
Exactly.
Still trying to give, trying to give an even playing field.
Is make the court aware of an allegation. She should not meet with the complaining witness. She should not have received a video from the complaining witness. She should have brought it to the court's attention. The video should have been sent to the prosecutor. And then the court would make a determination as to whether or not a probation violation hearing was necessary. So I don't know what you said to Ms. Ritter on the telephone. I don't know. But Ms. Ritter is the lawyer. She's the attorney. Ms. Lurst is the probation officer. Probation officer.
The reason why the judge is going in so hard, because all these people who are affiliated with the court are considered officers of the court, and they have to know their place and stay in their lane and know the code of conduct. And this is out of order. And she just pushed the judge to her breaking point. Just a simple little stupid mistake. See that movement right there? The complainant witness is about to get herself in trouble because she's going to try to justify herself. Oh.
You can't win arguing with the judge. So the two lawyers argue with each other. So the two lawyers or the two attorneys, they argue the case before the judge, and the judge will stop them, or that's what the overrule. Like, if anybody's ever seen at least one episode of Law and Order or any court case or anything, the judge stands there and they stand there. The judge is supposed to be an unbiased individual to interpret and make sure the law is being followed for both parties. So what happens is the judge will sit there and say, what happened? The judge will sit there and say, okay, well, this, and then the one person will say, they might interrupt, and the judge will say, okay, that's overruled, or they'll say no, they'll say, oh, I want that stricken for the record, or they'll say a whole host of different things. But the prosecutor and the defense are the two people that stand up and say, this is what happened. And the prosecutor will say, this is what I say happened. And the defense will say, well, the person that I'm defending says that this is why this happened.
They're the only two that's supposed to say what had happened was.
Exactly. They're the two that's supposed to say, and then the judge will say, what? No. Say that again, or whatever they're going to say. The judge is the one that is supposed to unbiasedly interpret both interpretations.
For Miss Moore, Miss Lurst is the probation officer for Miss Moore. Miss Lurst is the probation officer for Miss Moore. Okay. Having said that, we are going to log in for this case at 1:30. The people are going to get a copy of the video from Miss Lurst, who apparently is the only person who can see the video. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate on every level. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate for the video to be on her personal device. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate for the prosecutor to not be able to view the video. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate for the defense attorney to not be able to view the video. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It's not appropriate.
So is it inappropriate though? Now, I would like you to count how many times the judge says inappropriate. So then now, the judge said, if I'm not mistaken, inappropriate several times, more than a certain amount. Please put in the comments how many times you think you heard the word inappropriate.
Yeah.
And let us know if you think it wasn't appropriate.
Okay, so we're going to log in this afternoon. If she chooses, I suppose, the witness will send the video to the prosecutor, which is what Ms. Lurst should have done. Upon receipt of the video, she should have forwarded that video to the appropriate people. Okay. The only thing, okay, I think we all know that I feel like it was inappropriate. Okay.
You know,
The judge is very polite, but the judge is very pissed off about this issue.
and she keeps calling into the fact that the probation officer has this video and no one else does, as it's some closely guarded secret that she needs to hold on to, that no one else can know until, you know, she's gonna, I guess.
I love it. She.
Well, I'm
Whoever.
sorry, he, or they, until this person comes up with this video and says, I've got it,
Right.
the case cracker.
Yeah, and they're not even in court.
They're not even in court. Because it's not as if they have it on their phone and they can't pull it up or they can't send it or whatever. Because
it's right here, Jan. I got it for you. No, they're not even there. Jeez.
Okay. So, Ms. Ritter, if you are able to view the video by this afternoon to determine and let the court know if, in fact, we do need a probation violation hearing, or then we will proceed in that manner. If you're not able to view the video by this afternoon, then I suppose I'm not going to set a bond violation hearing unless I know, I keep saying bond, and I'm sorry, a probation violation hearing unless there's let me see what the standard is for the probation violation. It's not probable cause. It's what's the one down below that?
Clear and convincing evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Preponderance
Say that again, Ms. Stevenson. I'm sorry.
of the evidence.
Oh, preponderance. That's what yes. Preponderance of the evidence that there's a need for a bond violation hearing. Ms. Ritter, were you even able to speak with the witness regarding what the allegation is?
I was, Judge, so I was able to get an understanding of what the allegations are, and it is no contact, indirectly and directly.
Okay. All right, well, we will be back at 1:30 on Zoom. Ms. Coulthurst has been appointed to represent Ms. Moore. The witness does not have to come in person. There will not be a hearing today. However, if she wants to come in person, she can. But there will not be a hearing today, and we're going to pick a date for the hearing if that's necessary. So I need Ms. Coulthurst because I need her calendar. I need to know her schedule. Okay. Anything further?
Nothing further for the record, Judge, just that I will contact Ms. Robinson after the docket is complete to see if there's a way that I can get that video to review it before the 1:30 adjournment.
There has to be a way. Ms. Lurst has it. So there absolutely has to be a way. Ms. Lurst has the video. Ms. Lurst, the probation officer, who can't share the video.
And if the witness gave the video to the probation officer, why didn't the witness say, I have the video, it's on my phone or whatever? Because what happened once she gave her the video? Did it disappear from her phone or her whatever source? And the judge is not trying to be nasty, but I don't even think she want to see this lady come back into the courtroom, the witness, because she's like, and she don't have to come back
For some reason with anybody else. So she has it. So there has to be a way. All right. Anything? What's going on? Why is the officer talking to the witness?
Your Honor, I'm telling her to take her arms down and she's refusing to do so. That's why I was talking.
Because it's time to go. I've been trying to.
Who are you talking to? How are you talking to the judge? It's time to go. I'm sorry, the lady with the stick at the top of the desk is the one that says when it's time to go. You know, you might want to go, but you can't go till the person with the robe and the stick says it's time to go.
But she's not about to say she wants to go. She's going to do something really stupid. Let's listen to she's going to say.
Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Officer,
you're going to take her in the back.
Right.
She's going to stop.
I mean, because it's
You're
got
gonna
to go.
stop. You're gonna stop. You're going to stop. You
Another misinformed person who thinks they're going to overtalk the judge. It's not going to turn out well. Let's see this road, how far down the rabbit hole we're going to go with this one.
So I want to know who she talking to. Who's she talking to? Who is she talking to?
I think Judge Bryant's about to sit down, and I think Motown Lanice is about to make an appearance because look like it's about to be showtime out here.
are going to stop. You're going to stop. Ma'am, you're going to stop. Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop it.
I don't think she's even talking to this lady anymore. I think she's telling herself to the person that she could be. That one that, you know how we saw all over where the guy jumped across on the judge? Yeah. This might be a reversal where the judge jumps across the bench. I think she's telling herself.
I think Judge Lanice just grabbed Motown Lanice and said,
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.